This video is sponsored by Sunflex UK. So, you want to build a house extension in the UK. You've never done this before, but you've heard somewhere that contractors can do projects for a fixed price. I've run my own architecture practice in the UK since 2009. I specialise in altering and extending private homes, and I can tell you that fixed price projects are real. They do exist. But after I explain how they work, I seriously doubt you will want a fixed price contract for any work to your home. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And if you decide fixed price is not for you, I have alternatives you can check out, so stay tuned to the end for those. And if you need more advice about a house extension project, you can book a consultation with me on the reallifearchitect.co.uk website. I've put a link in the description. Now, on with the video. There are two ways you can get a fixed price for your house extension. The first way to persuade a building contractor to give you a fixed price is to let them design your house extension. I'm serious. You give them a written brief describing what you need from the finished project, and crucially, you declare the budget for the job up front. So you might tell the builder how many additional bedrooms or bathrooms you need and what you're prepared to pay to get them. The builder then hires an architect, and this is the important bit. The architect designs the project for the builder, not for you. The builder will have the architect work overtime to keep costs well under the budget. Everything from the layout, the construction method, building materials, fixtures and fittings are chosen with budget in mind. And if the builder can get the project built for half the budget, that doesn't mean a saving for you. Oh no, it's a fixed price, remember. The builder keeps the budget, all of the budget, and you get a project designed and built for the lowest possible cost. Now, if you think this is far-fetched or that I'm making it up, keep in mind this is exactly how every state school and hospital in the UK has been built over the last 25 years. It goes by different names. Public-private partnership and private finance initiative are two, but design and build, or DNB, is what the construction industry call this type of work. When I graduated, I spent a year working for a large architecture firm who did DNB contracts for schools across Scotland. The deal was that the builder would form a consortium to fund construction of the building and then rent it to the school for 25 years. The contract even had a clause that required the school to hire the builder to maintain the building. So they had to spend the next quarter century paying the builder to fix any problems that came along as a result of that builder's poor workmanship. I'm not going to wade into the politics behind this, but I should point out that design and build contracts do not automatically mean the builder owns the property or that they rent it to the owner. As far as I know, there isn't any legal or practical reason why a D&B contract couldn't be used for a house extension. You could have the contractor design your home, and after they finish, you own the building. Design and build might work for a landlord who wants to squeeze in more tenants, doesn't care about the design or quality of work, and wants to keep costs as low as possible. But ask yourself, would you really want this for your own home? The other way to get a fixed price for your house extension project is to pay the contractor way more than necessary. So let me explain. In this situation, you hire the architect and the project is designed to suit your needs. You can specify anything you want. You then tender this wonderful design to a few suitable builders. You don't need to declare the budget, you just need to tell them you want a fixed price contract. The builders look at your design and specifications, and they think to themselves, that looks like a £200,000 project. Let's call it £300,000 fixed price. And that's it. The builder massively overinflates the actual cost. They know that even if there are unexpected design changes, unfortunate delays, or mistakes on site, the price is so high it will cover any eventuality. You get your fixed price by paying way over the odds. And yes, this kind of procurement also goes on in public sector contracts, because politicians love being able to say they got a fixed price. And the easiest way to make sure a project comes in on budget is to massively overinflate that budget to begin with. Procurement methods designed to keep voters happy are not really the best approach to house extension projects. But what alternatives are there for anyone needing work done to their home? Before we go further, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video. Sunflex UK design and manufacture high-quality aluminium windows and doors in the UK. I've used them on my own projects, and they offer a great balance between cost and quality. But don't just take my word for it. Check out this video I made looking at their bifold doors, including the costs. I've put a link up here and in the description. There are two ways you can arrange a contract that isn't fixed price but still keeps control over the costs. If you want to manage the builder yourself, you can use the JCT Homeowner Contract. And this is available for download, and I've put a link in the description. If you are in Scotland, like me, the SBCC publish a version of the Homeowner Contract that works with Scots law. The Homeowner Contract is written in plain English and covers the basics. It is designed to be understood and used by anyone, regardless of their construction experience. It gives both you and the builder some reassurance that if disputes arise, they can be dealt with formally. So if you're dealing directly with the builder for your project, this is the contract to use. The works are carried out for an agreed lump sum, which can be paid in a single payment on completion or agreed interim payments while work is ongoing. And crucially, the contract has provisions to change the cost by mutual agreement during the project. So if you change your mind about the design, or if the contractor discovers something wrong with your house that needs to be fixed, the contract allows the price to be varied. If this sounds like a lot to take on, you could use the traditional route and hire an architect to administer a contract on your behalf. The type of contract I use in my project is the Minor Works 2016, published by the JCT and the SBCC. Now, I'll go into chapter and verse on this in a future video, but it gives whoever is administering it the ability to vary the agreed price, timescale, and scope of the project. It also gives the contract administrator, that's me, the ability to control the quality of work, and it includes penalties for delays and a defect liability period after work finishes. Now, I've been administering these contracts for almost 2 decades, and I can tell you the best way to manage construction costs is to have as much information as possible up front. Contracts only become useful when things go wrong. A well worked out design and specification is going to minimize the chance of this happening and will save you money in the long run. So before you start, it pays to think through all the options and find the right architect for your project. I can help with that if your home is in the UK. You can book a consultation with me on the reallifearchitect.co.uk website. There's a link in the description. You can also check out this playlist of videos I've made looking at some of the properties I helped other clients with. My name is Neil, and I am a real-life architect in the UK. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel. I regularly make videos about the reality of altering and extending private homes, as well as content about the construction industry and the architecture profession. If that sounds like your thing, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date.